Thank you, Marlissa. Thank you, thank you. All right, good morning, everyone. How are we feeling today? Hold on now, see, now, I'm different, okay? How are we doing today? Okay, good stuff. Now, I know Marlissa just did this, but here's where I need you all to appease me. Can I talk to you all like family today? See, some of you are like, Neil, you don't know my family. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I want to talk to you not like that annoying cousin or brother or sister. How many of you have an annoying sibling? How many of you are that annoying sibling? I'm the middle child, okay? So here's who I want to talk to you like today. I want to talk to you like that uncle that shows up at the family reunion or the event that the kids get excited to see, but the parents are like, dang, he actually showed up again this year. Okay, so that's who I want to speak to you like, but I need some freedoms and some permissions. Do I have permission to be honest but encouraging with you all today? Yes. Okay. Do I have permission to use some four-letter words? Sure. Now, the only four-letter words that I'm going to use are going to be no, wait, discipline, all those things that we as realtors don't like, right? So those are going to be my four-letter words. Now, my dad was a Navy man. He was a sailor, so I know that we honored the vets, but I have to do this. So for the past about 17 years, every time I have an opportunity, I want to make sure that we do things a little bit differently. Okay, so if you are a military vet, active service, reservist, or first responder, I need you to raise your hand really high. Raise it really high. Now, this is where I need you all to do me a favor. Keep them high, keep them high. Everyone else, if you are physically able, would you please stand to your feet and let's give these individuals the standing ovation that they deserve, please. All right, that's enough, okay, that's enough. James is like, keep it coming, Neil, keep it coming. Okay, and then there's another group of individuals that I want to pay special attention to, and those are going to be to our family members of military vets, active service, reservists, or first responders. Any family members in the room, just raise your hands and let's give them a round of applause. Let's give them a round of applause. Now, you all don't get a standing ovation, okay? Some of you are like, dang, I'm getting a standing ovation today. And here's why. Because in life, not everything deserves equal weight. Do you all agree? Not everything. Now, my dad made a commitment, a sacrifice. I was sort of on the edges, right? So every time he went on deployment, a piece of my heart went out with him. But I know that there is a difference. But here's what we're going to do today. I need to find out who's in the room. Do we have anyone here that's been in the industry for less than a year? Just curious. Anyone that's been, oh, Lord, help you. Okay, so wait, raise them high. I know some of you raise them like when people ask you if you have kids, you're like, I'm not proud of them, okay? Raise them high if you've been in the industry for less than a year. Okay, look around. All right, hands down. If you've been in for more than a year but less than 5, more than a year, less than 5. Okay, yeah, so you all are still there, all right? So first, for my year or less and my 5 years or less people, you all are in this thing right now and you have no idea what the heck is going on, right? You're just sitting here like, hey, I don't know why I did this. I saw it on TV. It was a lot easier when it was on Bravo and HGTV. Okay, I know it is. Now, for those of you who have been in for more than 5 but less than, we're going to say, 11, more than 5, less than 11, raise your hands. Raise your hands. Okay, so you all are you're finally starting to understand that this thing can be crazy. And then for everyone else, I'm not going to age everyone else, but I'm just going to say more than 11 years, raise your hands. And so what I'm going to do, first of all, this is an amazing crew. This is the best looking group that I've been in front of today. I'm telling you, you all are beautiful. Okay, but here's what we're going to do. So whether you've been in a year or you've been in for many years. Did someone just call out a friend? They're like, that's you. What we're going to do today, we're just going to tweak this thing right here just a little bit. If you're in here, if you're in this industry, if you're in this game that I call it, here's what I know about you. I know you're crazy already, okay? But could it be that you're not as crazy as you maybe convince yourself that you are? Could it be that this thing that we're in, the times that we are in, maybe it's beat us up a little bit? And I don't know about you, but here's what I have learned in my almost 20 years. I stopped aging like 19 years ago, okay? In my almost 20 years, what I've learned is that this thing can be hard at times. Do you all agree? Do you agree that sometimes this can just beat you up and make you question whether you made the right decision? Now, here's a question that I asked about 7 or 8 of you this morning. I said, how's life? And if I ask you all, how's life? How would you respond? How's life? Good. Then my follow-up question is, how's business? And then I had some who said, amazing, best ever. I had some who said, whew, that part. No matter where you are, here's what I need us to realize. There's only a handful of things that we have to, need to, should do in order to live and have the businesses that we want. But here's the first thing I want to ask you. Do you know that today is a great day to be alive? Yes. Do you really? Yes. Okay, now here's my next question. Do you live like you believe today is a great day to be alive? Yes. Okay. Everyone knows what Saturday, August 17th is, right? Saturday, August 17th. We know the importance of Saturday, August 17th, right? Okay, for those who don't know, I'm going to give you the cheat. The settlement changes take effect nationally, okay? Okay. Whew. Jason. We got work to do, people. We got work to do. Okay, Saturday, August 17th. I have a question for us. How many of you believe that Saturday, August 17th is going to be a great day to be alive? Okay, and here's why I ask. Because if we don't believe that Saturday, August 17th is going to be a great day, many of us will give up today. Many of us have already internally given up. We've quit. We're here physically, but emotionally we're saying, maybe now would be a good time for me to go back and get a degree. Maybe now would be a time for me to go back and look at or change or do something different. And so can I just encourage you all just to hold on for about 4 more months. Hold on for 4 months. And then at the end of 4 months, hold on for 1 more month. And then at the end of that 5th month, what should you all do? I'm not even going to ask you to hold on for another month at the end of the 5th month. I'm going to ask you to hold on for 1 more what? Day. Why? Because here's what I learned. My coach is my mentor for about the past 30 years. He told me something, and I want to encourage you all with this. You can give up, just not today. You can give up, just not today. And then when we wake up tomorrow, what are we going to say? We can give up, just not today. So could I challenge you all? Here's what I know and believe. I believe that you all are smarter than the people that I see in Tampa, okay? Maybe I'm wrong. I believe that you all know enough to do this thing. I believe that you're smart enough to do this thing. I believe that you all talk to yourselves like you would never talk to your worst enemy. You are the only person that you're with every day, all day. Do you all agree? Yes or yes? Yes. Have you said some things to yourself that you would not say to your worst enemy? Yes. Absolutely. So here's what we're going to do. As we move forward, what we're going to do, how we're going to tweak this thing, get in the right mindset, and then start looking at life. We only have to focus on 3 C's. There are only 3 C's that are going to change everything that we do. Are y'all ready for the 3 C's? The first C is going to be connection. You all look around in this room. There's no accident with the Realtor Association that you have, and the leadership, and the friends and colleagues that you have around you. Have you leaned into those connections to help you get through this thing that we're in? And I keep saying this thing because there was a thing in 2019, 2020. You all remember that thing? You do? Now, don't say the word because we get the cooties. Y'all remember that thing in 2019, 2020 that went to 2021 and went to 2022? Okay. Do you all remember that thing in 2000 and we're going to say 2008 to 2010, 11. Y'all remember that thing? Okay. Now, we're not going to go before that because none of you were in the industry that long ago. But here's what I want to tell you. When these things happen, the first barrier, buffer to everything are the connections that you have. How connected are you right now? And I'm not talking about from a business standpoint. And so as your uncle that's having this conversation with you, are you connected with someone that when you're feeling like, I'm done, I'm ready to give up today? Are you connected with someone that you can have? See, look, I already know where the emergency exit is, and I did not see the scariest person in the room, who is Shane Spring. He didn't get up and run, because I know if something is happening, do not hide behind him, because he's going to be the first one to the door. When I didn't see Shane run, I knew I was safe, okay? So are you connected with someone right now that when things get hard? How many of us have accountability partners? How many of us have what you might call success partners? How many of us have a friend that we call when things get hard? Someone who is really going to understand. And yes, they might commiserate with you for a moment, but they're going to say, you know what? Your 30 minutes are up. Oh, you guys are giving yourself more than 30 minutes? No, you get 30 minutes. Your 30 minutes are up. Let's get back in this thing. So the first C is connection. The second C, I believe, is more important than connection, and it's character. So there's this saying that when the tide goes out, we find out who's been swimming naked. You all have heard that before, right? No? Maybe it's just an Alabama thing, I don't know. When the tide goes out, you find out who's been swimming naked. Right now, the tide is going out. And what I mean by that, we're going to see the character of our colleagues. The scarier thing is we're going to see our own character. What are you made of? Now that it's not easy, do you have this thing? We might have the connections, but do you have the character that makes people want to be connected to you? If not, if you look around and people keep running, clients keep leaving, colleagues, family members, if they are not enjoying your time, your presence on a daily basis, could we just do a character audit? When was the last time you looked in the mirror and said, business is good, but my character is really, can I say crappy? Okay, I didn't know if crappy was approved on the West Coast over here. Business is good, but my character and my attitude are crappy. Right? When was the last time you said, maybe the reason I'm not connected is because I don't have the character that people want to connect with? Because I do believe that what we're going to see, especially you all are thinking August 17th, I'm thinking tomorrow. We're going to see, and we've seen it, characters are crumbling. What people are made of, we're starting to see. And here's the great thing. You don't even have to have outstanding characters to thrive in this market. You just have to not be horrible. How many of you can commit to not having horrible character for like the next 30 days, right? Like the beauty is, and so here's what I say. It's sort of like on Casual Friday. You all have heard of Casual Friday, right? How many of you love Casual Friday? So here's why I love Casual Friday. Because I get to dress like I do Monday through Thursday on Friday, and it looks like I've raised the bar. Because everyone else has lowered the standard. So in an environment right now, you all don't have to be any better than you were in character. Just don't get worse. Just hold, as my mom would say, tie a knot and hold on. So right now we're just going to hold on. So after we focus on the connection and the character, this third C is going to be what let me steal this right here. All of this right here is going into that third C. You all see all of this info, all of these events. That third C is competence. How competent are you? Here's what I know from my conversations with your amazing leaders. They have invested heavily to make sure that you all are competent enough to survive these times. If you don't survive, and dare I say thrive, in the next year, could you point the finger at yourself? Because the competence piece is going to be there. The availability of information, of trainers, of access to individuals. Marlissa said, hey, if you have questions about RPAC, raise your hand, or see people who raise their hands. But here's what I'll tell you. If you have questions about how to get through this thing, you have individuals, you have family members around you who want to help. Cecilia and I, we were together a couple of months ago maybe, and some small tweaks. Now, busiest year ever. Most productive year ever. All because we as family members, we want to see each other win. Now, we don't want to see them win way too much, but we want to see each other win, right? Like, I want to see you have a good year, but I still want to hold on to my #1 ranking. You know what I mean? That type of competition. So when we go and look at character, connections, and competence, here's what I want to ask you. There are 3 questions that from an inspiration and a motivation, but then applicable piece that I want you all to ask yourselves. Well, before I ask the question, there's only one thing that's going to help us get through this thing. And that's going to be a word called excellence. If you are not committed to excellence going forward, you're not going to be here next year. Some of you are like, yes. The room's going to thin out. Some of us are like, uh-oh. Because here's what excellence requires. Excellence requires more. Do you all have more to give? I believe you do. And here's how I know. Because the mediocre many, they are not here today. The ones who aren't willing to give more didn't sign up. Maybe they signed up, but didn't show up. And so in our excellence, there are 3 questions I want you all to ask in each of those 3 C areas. So when it comes to connections, character, and competence, these 3 questions I want you all to ask yourselves. The first one, what am I not excellent at? Where am I not excellent? So if it comes to connection, maybe you just don't like networking. Maybe you network, but you have a facade on and people don't see the real you. Maybe when it comes to connections, you aren't connecting with the people that you're supposed to connect with because of your purpose, right? So where are you not excellent? The next question is, why are you not excellent? Because many of us know where we're failing. Right? Maybe we don't know why we're failing. And the short answer is, it's always internal. If you all are not excellent, and Neil is speaking to Neil and you all just happen to be in the room right now, fair enough? So I ask myself, why am I not excellent? I can't say interest rates. I can't say NAR settlement. I cannot say buyers are liars and sellers are worse. I cannot say my broker's an idiot. Wait, I'm the broker. That might be the case. But when I ask the question, where am I not excellent? And then I follow that up, why am I not excellent? We start to see the truth. But then here's where the difference happens. That last question, what am I going to do to achieve excellence? What am I going to do now that I know where I'm not and why I'm not? What am I going to do to achieve excellence? And here's the hard part. That's all a one-on-one game. That's not up to Shane. It's not up to the team. It's not up to Jason. It's not up to your broker or your family for knocking on the doors and bothering you. It's up to us. And here's what I love. How many of us got into this industry because there was a lid on our income potential, because we had to be somewhere at a certain time? That's not who we are. Who are we? We're the ones that when people say, don't go that way, it's dangerous, it's scary, it's risky, we say, I know, and we walk anyway, right? That's why we're in the room. So when I say that it's a 1v1 game, a one-on-one, it should excite you. Knowing that no one's going to get in the way of your excellence should be a breath of fresh air. So when we ask the questions, where are we not excellent? Why are we not excellent? And then we come in and park that or land it with, what am I going to do to achieve excellence? There's going to be one thing in here for everyone. And I don't know you, your business, your life, but I can tell you, you've probably had the thoughts that you need to change 2024 already. So the mindset, I believe, if we're connected, if we come in and have the right character, if we make sure that we're competent, you all have had the thoughts. The challenge is we have not put the thoughts into action. So here's where I will tell you all that my wife and I, we do very, very good. We enjoy life. Okay, in real estate, I'm really good. I mean, that's an understatement. I'm really, really good. I mean, I might be the best realtor ever. That personal opinion. But can I tell you why I say that? Can I tell you what I think is my superpower? Can I tell you why I think that when it comes to real estate, I'm better than you? Y'all want to know, right? It's simply because the same thoughts that you have, I turn them into actions faster than you. So here's what I want you all to do and I'm only halfway joking. The only realtor I think I'm better than in here is Shane. Okay, just so we're clear. I'm definitely better than Shane, so I'm next to last. We're related if you all can't tell. So here's what I want you all to think about. I want you thinking, how can I turn thoughts into actions faster? Can I tell you all a secret? Do you all want to know the number one, my favorite secret of this time right now? Now is the perfect time to try everything and fail. Why? Because the big guys, they're screwing up. The associations, the companies, our leaders, the politicians, right? Everybody's screwing up, so you might as well just try anyway right now. And here's why I say now is the perfect time to turn thoughts into actions faster than the competition. If you really want to change your mindset, I need you to fail in a safe environment. There has not been a better environment to fail in. And here's why. Because the competition, your buyers, your sellers, your clients, customers, prospects, they are not going to remember your failures. So for me, I probably fail 8 or 9 times a day doing something that I probably have no business doing anyway. But guess what? My failures are happening so fast. We know this thing about conversion ratios, numbers game, all the stuff that we know about real estate. What if you applied that to your life, your business, and you said, I might as well give this thought a try. I might as well turn this thought into an action. So for me, I might fail 8 or 9 times a day, but that means I've tried 9 more things than most of our competition did in a single day. So when I win, lose, win, that's my Monday to Tuesday. What does the marketplace see? Win on Monday, win on Tuesday, win on Wednesday. Are you all with me? So if nothing else, the one I'm going to encourage you all to do, make sure that we focus on, I'm going to say, character first. When this tide goes out, what are they going to see about you? What are you going to see about you? Do you like who you are right now? And I know this is business and we're supposed to be motivational and inspiration, but here, can I ask you all, I'm going to give you all, or you all will have access to me. If you need someone that's not on this coast to talk to, reach out to me. Because I want you all to know something. And that is that who you are, what you're doing, is everything you need to be, everyone you need to be to get everything that you want out of this life. And here's what I want to leave you all with. Are you all looking forward to something in the next week? Does everyone here have something that they're looking forward to, that they're excited about next week? If that answer is no, see me before you leave. Because here's what is dangerous. What's dangerous is to live a life and not have something that you're excited about tomorrow. And so if you know someone and they are not excited, if they don't have something that they're looking forward to tomorrow or next week, reach out to them and say, hey, you might not have anything to look forward to, but I'm looking forward to seeing you next week. I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. And this is how I'm going to close. So I open every one of my opportunities the same way, and I close everyone the same way. I don't know what your year, I don't know what your month or your week has looked like. I know that everyone has stuff. You all know what stuff is, right? You all have stuff. Thankfully, you all don't know what my stuff is. That's why I drive a long way away from home. I don't take my gigs at home because people say, Neil, we know you. But here's what I will tell you. Everyone has stuff. And I need you all to do one favor for me today. I need you all to tell someone that you love that you actually love them verbally. If we have learned anything in this thing called life, we've learned that time is limited, that opportunities are short. And so when I say turn thoughts into actions, that thought of love, hopefully you can show it and tell it today. So if you all would do that for me, I would absolutely appreciate it. And then I want to let you all know from your Uncle Neil to all of you that I absolutely love you, and I think that you all are amazing. And except for Shane, you all are a beautiful group of people. Thank you all so much.
Thank you so much.